What's up, everybody? It's Make It Make Sense. I know I'm a little bit early, guys. I have a lot of other work I got to do, so we got we got to knock this out. So like the video as the intro plays because we got a lot to get into.
I was listening to Make It Make Sense. Shout out to Make It Make Sense. Thank you.
Make it make sense to me intellectually.
Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. You knew what was up.
I ain't got it.
Big Mims.
Surfer.
Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense. Tell me how you squeeze it. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things that you say. Make it make sense. Tell me about the things of your dreams. Hey, let me work out all the things in between. Make it make sense.
Swallowed up.
Swallowed up. Have you ever been swallowed up?
No, my bad. I'm sorry. My bad.
Okay, y'all. So we're gonna get into Tamar outing. We're gonna get into Tamar outing Jessie Woo's friend. She's actually a very pretty girl. Like she's extremely pretty and I would say well-to-do on her own accord. She's a business owner, so we'll get into that. But anyway, let's start here because I'm low-key kind of upset at Charlamagne the God. When Jess Hilarious got the job, I was kudos to her for getting the job, but I really wanted Claudi on the Breakfast Club. I'm not even gonna lie. And we're going to get into the background between Charlamagne and Claudia first so that you'll understand the context of why I'm annoyed at what this man just did. Charlamagne, y'all remember Charlamagne before when he had like the black blotches on his face and he was basically Wendy Williams' little butt boy and was doing anything and everything to get a rise out of people? Y'all remember that? Even once he got the Breakfast Club, he was sniffing people's seats. So Claudia, Jason Lee, and Charlamagne were supposed to be doing their own kind of like podcast radio show when Charlamagne landed the Breakfast Club, and the rest is history. Charlamagne is now, on the top syndicated radio show. But, Claudia, Jason Lee, they're still grinding, they're still working, they're still making their mark. If it came to a situation where I have a friend who is up for a job, even if that friend doesn't get it, I'm going to big up them. We're going to watch this, and you're going to see why I'm so annoyed with Charlamagne.
Where is Jess? What's going on with our new third host?
Huh?
Where's Jess?
Jess? I don't know what Jess is. Jess has a podcast called the Carefully Reckless Podcast on the Black Effect.
People are saying that Jess, they were trying to lowball her, and that's why the deal hasn't gone through.
iHeartRadio Podcast Network. She's doing stand-up, just doing her thing.
Well, I guess the better question is, where's our third host?
That is a great question. I would really like to know the answer to that. I mean, I just came from downstairs. It was just me and Envy doing the show again.
Right.
Everybody saw us rotating guest hosts, last year.
Right.
And we still.
You're still getting paid. The Wendy Williams show, which was a bigger broadcast in more markets, also rotated guest hosts. Like, I cannot stand that Charlamagne has turned into he used to sniff the chairs when the guests would get up to now he's a pseudo intellectual. Dude, you're paid very well just to sit there and spew off whatever you have to say in the moment. Get over it. Envy's out here scamming people. It's not like y'all are the cream of the crop. Am I missing something?
Then we were going to start 2024 off with a new host, and that hasn't happened yet.
I know it's a little hard for you to answer these questions, but just, I thought Jess was the host. She made an announcement, and we were all excited to have her. Did she renege or what? Or do you not know the status of it?
I don't know.
So, we got to ask you because everyone wants to know, where is Jess? What's
Wait,
going
hold
on with our new third host?
There was another one. Let me see. There's another one where he actually talks about Claudia. Let me see. Hold on. Give me 1 second.
We got to ask you because everyone wants to know, where is Jess? What's going on with our new third host?
Huh?
Where's Jess?
Jess? I don't know what Jess is. Jess has a podcast called the Carefully Reckless Podcast on the Black Effect.
Oh, I love Lunel as well. I didn't know Lunel was an option. I love Lunel.
iHeartRadio Podcast Network. She's doing stand-up, just doing her thing.
Well, I guess the better question is, where's our third host?
That is a great question. I would really like to know the answer to that. I mean, I just came from downstairs. It was just me and Envy doing the show again.
Right.
Everybody saw us rotating guest hosts, last year.
Right.
And we said we were going to start 2024 off with a new host, and that hasn't happened yet.
I know it's a little hard for you to answer these questions, but just, I thought Jess was the host. She made an announcement, and we were all excited to have her. Did she renege, or or do you not know the status of it?
I don't know. But I'm not happy. We'll find out soon enough, though.
Can we see another guest host popping in maybe next week?
Oh, no, I'm not doing that no more.
No.
Nah, I'm done with the rotating of the guest host. So.
Is there a runner-up just in case Jess doesn't want to do it? People said Claudia. Is that a good one you think? Or?
I don't know anything about any of that. I just know.
So there it is. I know some of you guys don't like Claudia. I get it. But I'm just coming from the vantage point of, let's say it's one of my YouTube friends up for something with me. I'm going to big up them. I'm not going to, I don't know anything about that. You know exactly what people are saying because there's focus groups. There's all kinds of things in place to make sure that whomever gets picked is the most liked and the most sought after by the people. You know all of this. You're in these meetings. Now, I think it's calling mommy. I know you don't like Claudia, so I see you in here saying he didn't do anything wrong. It's my opinion, and it's what I would do for a friend or somebody who I came up with. I would not speak so flippantly about them. Take Claudia out and put one of your faves in there and see if it feels the same way to you. I just didn't like it.
That I'm not happy, but I'll tell you when I am.
Thank you, Charlamagne.
All right, peace.
Ciao.
Okay, so we got like over 900 in the chat. Definitely hit that like button. It's a free way to support the channel. Let's see. Some people are saying they don't like Lunel. Just gonna show their trolling. I see what you're saying in the comments. I never tell anybody who to like and who not to like. I personally like Claudia in the job. I remember Claudia way back when she was on the Foxhole with Jamie Foxx. But let's get into this because Tamar then outed this woman. And shout out to What's Happening. I reached out to them. They have a Instagram and a YouTube. If you want the full Tamar video, you can go to their site. I have linked it in the description of my video, but we're not going to watch this whole thing. But
hesitant because this time is not just about gossip. This time is like very personal and extremely hurtful. I'm not coming here to defend my relationship. I'm not even coming here to defend JR as a person. People feel how they feel. I know that a lot of people are angry with me about, my own decisions, and that's okay. I'm really coming here because I just feel like my character has been questioned, and I just feel like this is like a gravy train to assassinate Tamar character because it's, very easy to do. You know what I mean? I guess from watching me from Braxton Family Values for all of these years, and me being who I was on reality television, makes people believe that's who you are in real life. And I've been talking about this for years. But what I also have been talking about for years is how much I stand against people being bullying people, treating people unkind and unfair. And I believe that has happened to me.
I mean, you threatened to unalive somebody, Tamar. I think that can constitute bullying, right?
By my friend, or who I thought was my friend, Jessie Wu. And this is the only reason why I'm making this video, because now I feel like I have to, unfortunately, show personal text to defend my character. And I will not be assassinated under,
To be honest, y'all, I think she's mad that Jessie called her man Colonel Sanders. Or Colonel Sanders, my bad. I think that's why she's mad.
Conditions that are just not the truth. I'm just not going to do that, because I worked too hard on my mental health. I've worked too hard on, just making sure I become a better human being. And I'm just not going to stand for it because somebody wants likes and, I guess, notoriety, because I've been trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together for these last couple of hurtful days. Because nothing happened. I didn't have a falling out with Jessie. I didn't have a conversation with Jessie since December, when the last time we filmed together. We don't even film together at Dish Nation. And I don't even have a clue where this is blossoming from. We don't have a hostile work environment. Dish Nation is an amazing job. We work with amazing people. I get along with every single person there. I've never had an argument.
So why aren't they filming together anymore?
At Dish Nation, I come in. Sometimes I bring food. Sometimes, and I speak to every person. I say good morning. I'm usually there first. I say good morning to everyone. We have chit chat, in the hallway, laugh, kiki, talk about diets, talk about life. I invited every single person to my concert, the same concert that Jessie opened up for me 2 nights in a row. And I'm just, I don't know, guys. For once, I am at a loss of words, because I feel terrible.
Jessie called her bluff, and Tamar was right there to meet her.
Do you want to do this?
Do you? Terrible, because now I have to do what somebody has done to me and show personal text. And I said I would never do that, but let's get into it. All right, y'all. So I am taking 100% accountability. What I am saying is crazy. And let me just tell you what I'm saying is crazy. Number one, I am wasted. I am frustrated. I am broken. I am so upset because the person that we're talking about came to the Cinco de Mayo, actually my Cinco de Mayo event. Why was it my Cinco de Mayo event? Well, because Cinco de Mayo, fun fact, is Tamar Braxton Day in Houston.
Is Tamar from Houston? How does Tamar get a day in Houston?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So every single year, I celebrate Cinco de Mayo, and I have an event. Every Tamartian in the world knows that. So I don't know why she said that this was supposed to be an all-girls event. No, ma'am. Not only did she bring her homegirls, but other people who worked at Dish Nation was there, and they were supposed to bring their spouse too. They just didn't come until we went to the second location. But let's just get into these texts. All of these texts, mind you, this happened in November. This text messages happened in November, the beginning of November. So I don't know why this is coming out now. So you can see through the text, I am not speaking about Jessie. I would never, ever threaten my friend. Okay, so let's get into the second one. So mind you, I'm going in. And the reason why I'm going in is because this person was at the Cinco de Mayo party of mine. Now, it was only like 8 of us. Okay, so I'm feeling like upset. I feel, betrayed. Like, girl, your friend who you invited to my party is trying to talk, to my ex. Now, y'all got to understand, like, when you got an ex, and first of all, me and Jay shouldn't have been communicating anyway, but we were communicating. We was trying to be friends. We have a whole family, together. It was trying to be cool, for the kids or whatever. And it just wasn't a good idea to still try to be friends, right? But I am upset because he is outside. And the reason why I'm still going in is because Jessie said that the girl is not her friend. So I'm not thinking, I'm really saying something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying something
Okay, now I will give her credit. If she's threatening your friend, Jessie's viewpoint, and I like Jessie. I think she's a very pretty girl. I like Jessie. I like to see her in Dish Nation and everything. It didn't make sense. Defend your friend. Don't try to get in the mix and be like, well, yeah, I don't even like her. So she'll tell you the girl is already going off on your friend. So what would be the point of trying to lie and say, I don't even like her or mess with her like that? So apparently the girl then traveled to Houston to be at Tamar's event. With it, I still don't understand how Tamar got Cinco de Mayo Day. She's not Latin. She's not from Houston. I don't know how that works.
Wrong because I'm saying something wrong, but I'm not saying nothing wrong because Jessie said that's not her homegirl. So I'm not disrespecting you, Jessie. Next slide. Y'all not even gonna hold you. I was irate and out of control. Number one, like I said, I was drinking. I was at home by myself. You know what I'm saying? I was just going off. And the girl name is Maggie, right? And when I talked to Jessie on the phone.
When she outed Maggie, I was like, no, why would you do that? Maggie is beautiful, y'all. Maggie is absolutely beautiful. Body yaddy yaddy, face. She has her, own hair care line. Shout out to her for being an entrepreneur. I could understand why Tamar would be intimidated. We know that JR likes a beautiful chocolate woman, but it ain't on Maggie, it's on JR. If JR was going to push up or be around or even, talk to somebody who you knew or who was in your orbit. And Jessie already said that Maggie got a whole man who is an A-list movie star for the last 2 years. So I don't know how this is going to go. Maggie is really well connected. So I was shocked she did it.
During this whole rant, she had told me she don't fuck with that girl, and the girl got a boyfriend, and the girl be cheating on her boyfriend. So the last time she saw her, she paid her debts. That's not her girl. You know what I'm saying? So I promise y'all, I did not know back in November that this would ever come up again when I was in a broken place, thinking I'm in a safe place with my homegirl. And as you can see down below, I'm not tripping because somebody's trying to talk to Jay. Right? I'm tripping because this the same person who was cackalaking, throwing them back, having the blast, put us up in her story, as you can see below. You see how she posted us all in the story. And I was just like, well, damn, this is what we doing out here? Like, we all gonna hang out together, and the second we break up, you trying to holler at somebody? I just think that is crazy, and I just think that just breaks all types of girl codes. Okay, y'all, so as you can see, me and Jess had a conversation the very next day about, my texts to her, when I was upset, right? November 8th at 1:50, me, hey sis, love you, upside down. Love you too, you doing better. I said, yeah, Atlanta is toxic. I called her. We talked about this. We laughed, we kikied about it like girlfriends. I had no reason to believe. Now, I don't know. I had absolutely, if you can read, y'all, we are talking like homegirls. I had absolutely no reason to believe that she was offended and felt threatened, and I threatened her and her friend. Oh my God. And now the workspace is toxic. You are not you. And the same racist and the same Santa Claus that when you got drunk at my Cinco de Mayo event, carried your big ass down them steps in the rain into Maggie's car. That one, right? Yeah. Like, nobody was ever mean to her. Listen, I had her back in her face and behind her back. You know what I'm saying? When everybody, my whole team was like, why is she opening up for you? She can't sing. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, that's my friend. She's been trying a long time. And I like her and I like her music. I fought for her. Yes, it's my company, but still, you still got team. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's given very much. I really did. I was her biggest cheerleader. I had no idea. So when I unfollowed her last week, when her video that she made 3 weeks ago was circling through Dish Nation. Everybody was saying how disrespectful she was about speaking negatively about me. And when I got engaged, because that's why she got unfollowed, because my feelings was hurt. That was my friend. And so publicly, you're speaking negatively about the same racist guy who you call racist, same person who helped you when you was like, you threw up at the restaurant, Jessie. It was embarrassing. He helped you. And this is the same person.
Oh my God.
That was not expected.
that you were going in. Like, I'm lost. As you can see, I'm cheering for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's in Ghana. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, girl, you're so beautiful and smart and you funny. I'm trying to encourage my friend. Where do you feel threatened, Linda? She all the way feeling like she's not likable to men. She all the way feeling like she a lost cause. And I'm like, girl, stop saying that. The universe is listening. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, it's all a lie. You know what I mean? And then we going on the land of men like everybody else do. Like girlfriends do not. And none of these say nothing about JR. I was not obsessing over him. Why? I had cut off all communication with him after that text, after that night. I'm just going to keep it a buck with y'all. And with you, Jessie. I unfollowed you because you made a video that was circling around Dish Nation streets. And it made its way to me where you were laughing at your friend in front of the world. Somebody who helped you, somebody who supported you, somebody who gave you an opportunity that nobody has ever done. Out the goodness and the kindness of my heart, because I believed in you.
What do you mean nobody has ever gave her an opportunity? Now, Tamar, you going a bit far. This girl is in the media.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
You're going a bit far. I mean, Jessie went in on you, but I mean, you say she can't sing. You called the girl big. You said nobody's ever given her the opportunity in life. Those things are not true, Tamar.
You got on YouTube and laughed in my face.
Can Tamar feel a way about her coworker and somebody who she thought was her friend actually going in on her on their YouTube channel? Yes, she can. She's valid in that feeling. Did she initiate it by going off on the girl like that? Yes, but now I'm starting to see that there's a little give and take and both are somewhat at fault, because I'll stand on this. If Maggie was your friend and this girl is threatening her, you knew better than to give her Maggie's phone number, but it sounded like you still wanted the tea when you should have just shut it down and said, your man is the problem, not Maggie. Maggie don't want him, but you went along to try to get all the tea. So are you saying that Maggie is not trustworthy and that you thought maybe Maggie had done something? Because if you're going to stand on business and say that ain't my friend and she don't want your man, Colonel Sanders, or what did she call him? A wigger? She called him Mr. KFC. She called Tamar old. But stand on business if you're going to stand on business, Jessie. Kelly G says, Jessie dropped her first video about JR, Tommy, Tamar, 11/19. Tamar was on Dish Nation with Jess, 12/19, in a JR Law hoodie, camouflage pants, and hair in a bun. Oh, Kelly G's on it. Thank you for the super chat, Kelly G. And Cartwright too, my bad.
Friend. So that's why I unfollowed you. It wasn't about this story that you made up for the fans to make people think that, you know, I'm a horrible person, because you said yourself.
I love Tamar. I work with Tamar. Tamar has been nothing but nice to me.
Ooh, her editor's on point.
Yeah, I've been nothing but nice to you. So which one is it? Is it that you feel threatened and I threaten you and your friend and I'm this horrible person, I make your work environment horrible and you will have peace and I don't bring peace to the table? Or is it that I'm a nice person?
I love Tamar. I work with Tamar. Tamar has been nothing but nice to me.
And I've been nothing but nice.
Shout out to Maggie, who we don't know. Maggie is sitting at home like
So why am I in it? And you could have did it. See, I get because you never apologized.
But she is an entrepreneur. Hopefully I can remember the name of her company, and if you guys are into hair, you might check her out. Give her some free publicity since Tamar outed her. We like to raise people up when they get pulled into stuff around here.
Nice to you. You said that December.
Let me see if I can.
Those text messages happened in November. So why are you doing this? What are you doing? Because I don't know where any of this came from. I watched the video in horror along with y'all. Like, where is this coming from? Because first of all, she said, she will have peace in the workspace. When has there not been peace? We've never had a falling out at Dish Nation. She said, I got my friend hired at Dish. I guess she was trying to imply that I wanted, to kind of beef up my team over there. No, I met Darius on the Queen's Court. I saw him at Dish Nation when he got hired at Dish Nation. And then he started working for me part-time to do my social media. So that is how that happened, you know? And then she said that she isn't Lonnie Love. She's worse. That we do agree on. We definitely agree on. I do believe that you're worse than Lonnie Love, because out of everything that ever happened with me and the girls from The Real, who I am really good friends with to this day, she's never shared a personal text message. And she also said on The Breakfast Club that I am a good person.
And then I know Tamar because she's a good person.
She never lied and said that I caused the work environment to be hostile like you did. You're absolutely right on that. And also, another thing that you lied about, Miss Thing, was that the girl would never be interested in Jay, whatever, because we met, all y'all was at all black girl, whatever you said. No, he never told me that. He said that they ran into each other at a restaurant, MCK, I believe. And so if that's what she told you, I guess she was trying to lie to you. Well, y'all not friends, so I don't know. Y'all friends, not be friends, could be friends. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just appalled, Jessie, because you were the main person who came to me and told me that I was right about Candy. And you get up here and tell these people that I accuse Candy of something that you know happened to me. And I just can't believe, I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know what the angle is, but I will not allow you to let people think that I caused your work environment to be hostile when the last time we shot was that day of JR's Christmas party that I didn't invite you to. JR and I had just gotten back together. You wasn't invited, sweetie. I invited Cherry. I invited Darius. And I also invited Travis. And I also invited my hairstylist, Ebony, who could not come. We were in the hall. First of all, you didn't catch me saying nothing foul about nobody in no elevator. Why? Because I don't do that. I like everybody I work with. Now, what foul stuff do I have to say about anybody? We're going to a Christmas party. We're excited to go. We're about to have a ball. And in general talking, I did ask you what you was doing. Isn't that a general thing to say to somebody that you're friendly with, Jessie? Yes, it is. And
y'all, at this point, if you're in here watching, definitely like the video. Tamar is giving y'all a good time. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. We are well on our way now to 115,000 subscribers. Yeah, this is absolutely crazy, but Tamar is giving us the mess.
If I invited you, sweet pea, pumpkin pie, why didn't I send you the invite or the address? I gotta be messy about a Christmas party? Like, come on. Like, was I messy when I invited you to open up for me on my Love and War tour? Sold out show for 2 days. Was I messy then? Huh? No. So how can my intentions for you change? Because your intentions for me changed. And I think that that's the problem. I think the problem is that, you know, you don't know how to be a friend. You don't know how to be loyal. You don't know how to be kind. You don't know how to show love, because you didn't show me grace. You didn't show me love, because you sat up here and you made up this fiasco story because you knew that people were upset about me getting engaged and going back with JR, and you knew they would click on your little YouTube page. So y'all go follow
your little
her.
YouTube page.
I still think she's talented. I still like her music. Download her music and make her the superstar she's trying to be. But this time, make her the superstar on her own right and on her own talents, because you are talented. And you know what else? I wish you well. God bless you. I'm still coming to Dish Nation. This is my week. Last week was your week.
That's some hot tea.
I didn't cause havoc over there because you hadn't been to work since the beginning of December. You know, so I don't even know where this is happening. Anyway, I'm going to have a blast at Dish Nation. I'm going to enjoy my time with my other co-hosts, Gary with the T and the Brad and Head Crack and Tanner Banner. You know, I'm going to have a blast behind the scenes with the staff, and I'm going to live my life. And I'm never, ever going to think about this moment again, because what you're not going to do is use my past to make people think that what you're doing is true. You're dead ass wrong for what you're doing. I want to reiterate, this video is not about me defending my relationship with JR. This has nothing to do with this. This has everything to do with the fact that, Jessie, you were my friend. Nothing happened to where you would have to go on Beyonce's internet and share personal texts between you and I from a text that happened in the beginning.
Tamar is really mad about these texts. Tamar says,
I am sick of your shit. And when I'm not sick, I'm tired. I am sick and tired.
Beginning of November. I can understand if you felt threatened now. I can understand if you felt like I was spiraling out of control now. But you know, and I know that that is not the case. I was truly brokenhearted, going through a very public, humiliating breakup. And I was venting to my homegirl. Why shouldn't that be a safe place for me? You have vented to me and I kept it safe for you. What's the cost? What's the point?
I will say this, and again, shout out to What's Happening. I have linked their video in the description of this. I will say this. I don't know so much about Jessie, but I remember when she was on Love and Hip Hop, her beef with Tamar stemmed from a man. Now we got Tamar and her friend fighting over a man. Everybody is too successful, too pretty to really be going in over JR. No offense, Tamar, but I think you're better than anybody who would try to publicly embarrass you in the way that he has. I know people choose who they want, but I think you're too good for him. I do. Sorry. And I ain't taking it back. Now, I might have apologized to Kelly Price because her feelings were actually hurt about what I said about her husband. But this is not Tamar's husband. And I feel like
a manipulator. That's what you're telling me.
He's manipulating the situation. He's manipulating these women. He's causing a fight. He's sitting back and he is somewhere laughing, eating KFC. I don't like it. And I do feel like both of them have played a part in this. And again, this time I ain't taking it back.
I said what I said. Okay.
I'm sure this is not over. I hope neither of them lose their job over this. I hope that they can make it work. We got Simply Dr. Shiko. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate you. Tabitha says, meanwhile, JR is quiet as a Baptist church mouse. Yeah, because he then stirred the pot and now he's sitting back. Ladies.
Like, girl, get it together. Connect the dots.
Do the math. He is the problem. He's the problem. He had you fighting with his baby mama. Then he embarrassed you. He is not a public figure. He went on that reality show to become a public figure. Then he used you and your name, embarrassed you at one of your low points. Then, as you guys were probably trying to work it out after the Tommy embarrassment, he's coming over here saying that Maggie wanted him, and you exposed Maggie for allegedly cheating on whoever this superstar that she's with. What if, did you ever just talk to Maggie? What if JR lied? How is that not even... How is that like not running through your mind? The possibility that JR could have been the one who just stirred the pot and you took the bait and ran with it. Maggie, I seen she has like an 8-pack. Maggie hits the gym. This may not be what you want.
Don't buck, because if I nuck, then we're going to have a problem.
There might be a problem if you nuck. Now, you did it to Jessie. You was all in there yelling and cursing at her in those text messages and stuff like that. I do think Jessie had a right to kind of be like, what the hell are you doing, Tamar? What the hell are you doing? What's up, Fifi? Tamar can be extra. With that being said, Jess appears to be clout chasing the way she went about things. Remember when Cardi B called her out lying? No, when did Cardi B call out Jess for lying? Let me know. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Thank you, Fifi, for the super chat. You could put it in the thing and you don't have to do another super chat. I'll just highlight it. When did Jess get called out by Cardi B and what did she lie about? Maggie hits the gym in Dr. Miami. Y'all are telling me something. So nobody's telling me why she got called out for lying. Somebody says, so we are taking Cardi word over Jess. For what reason? Why didn't she go off on Rock asking for a friend? Maybe Jessie will come back and mention why she waited so long. I don't think she's lying. Okay, so nobody knows what happened between Claudi and Jess. So let me look it up real quick. Jessie Woo versus Cardi B. It says Jessie. Okay, here we go. Cardi B responds to Jessie Woo's claims that someone on her team said that goal was to knock Nicki Minaj out. Viral sensation and reality star Jessie Woo spoke to Hollywood Unlocked and claimed that someone on Cardi B's camp told her their goal was to knock Nicki Minaj out. I met someone that was on Cardi's team back in 2017, and they literally told me this is something that was told to me, that, yeah, like putting Cardi out, our goal was to knock Nicki out, Woo said, and that was the first time I heard that topic. Then not too long later, the whole Nicki and Cardi thing happened. I remember just thinking to myself, yo, so-and-so told me this is what they were trying to do. Jessie Woo is referencing the height of Cardi B and Nicki Minaj's beef, which hit a peak following a physical altercation at the Harper's Bazaar's Icons party during New York Fashion Week in 2018. The Bronx Ramp rapper immediately fired back, denying the claims and defended herself. The lies. I hate that I got to address that is so irrelevant. Cardi commented, Jessie Woo is the same person that I got on my DM asking me advice because she signed to my old record label and she felt like my old manager played her. Cardi continued, if anybody ever told you that about another woman, then why would you go and sign with them as well? No matter how stressful my 3 years of litigation when with my old managers was no matter how stressful my 3 years of litigation when, Cardi, she must have been typing fast. No matter how stressful my 3 years of litigation when with my old managers was, I know he will never say that since he a Queen's nigga. And the last thing in our head was another woman when we was just trying to make it, which we did. And yes, I got the DMs. Cardi, luckily she's learned to tweet since then. And Cardi and Nicki's beef died down, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so that's the lie that, sorry, I guess I could have been reading it to you guys. That was the lie that Cardi B alleged Jessie told on her. So I don't know, but I'm really glad Cardi worked on that, because somebody said no, she hasn't. What in the heck was that? Aha, chicken straps. I put it on the screen so y'all could see it wasn't me. No matter how stressful my 3 years of litigation when with my old managers was, I know he will never say that since he a Queen's nick. And the last thing in our head was another woman when we was just trying to make it, which we did. And yes, I got the DMs. That's what she said. Anyway, guys, yeah, I have a lot to do tonight. So I gotta run, but thank you guys for being here. Like the video on your way out. Subscribe if you are new to the channel. We have a good time around here. Have a good night, y'all.